Alright, welcome. If you're new to the channel, my name's Elliot and you're watching Ricky's Ski Reviews. Today, we've got actually like a few big announcements. One is that I'm trying to plan content ahead of time to fill it, but there will be a week where I'm gone. I'm actually going to Stockholm, Sweden, which I'm super excited about. I may vlog it, I may not. We'll just see what kind of camera setup we have going before I leave. But I'm going to go and get a tattoo. That is like why I'm going. Also to see the city, to see that area. But yeah, I managed to get a booking with this really famous tattoo artist that I love. So I don't know if that's oversharing with you guys, but I'm off to Sweden to get a tattoo and to check out Stockholm for a few days. So I will be gone. If you don't see me replying to comments or whatever, that's what's going on. I am scheduling content out. I've been working really hard to get like a full few days ahead, but there may be gaps or there may be weird things. So if you see that, that's what's going on. Also update with my hip and back. My hip is doing well. My back is still healing. It feels like I have like a small golf ball in my lower back, but I think it's slowly starting to heal. So anyway, that's an update. I'm really excited for my trip. We'll see if I, have room in my luggage to take a camera, or if I even decide to do that, or if I just take the time off. But anyway, just wanted to let you know. But without further ado, let's talk deals. Now, last time I talked about Utah skis, and I still think that's a really good one. Not only do they support the channel more with a higher percentage rate, but also like a lot of the prices were really competitive, but they don't have the variety that some of the other places do, like Evo. And one of the comments in that video actually pointed out that Evo will price match. I believe that they will price match and even take a small percentage off of that. So if you're looking for the best bargain, I've done that with Evo a couple of times. I did it with my ski boots, and they are willing to not only match the price, but take it down slightly more. So anyway, just wanted to point that out if you're looking for something. We are going to be talking about Evo deals today. So let's jump right into it. The first ski we have on sale is the Blizzard Black Pearl 88 for women's for the 2024. They have every size from 147 to 177. Those are $454.97. I also have had comments say, well, Elliot, why wouldn't you make these videos in July? And I probably will make a video like this in July. The problem with July is that a lot of people buy up skis that are going for sale, right? This is down from 700 to 450. And sure, you might see it as low as 400, but you're only saving 50 bucks in the big scheme of things, and your selection for sizes will be way off. So if you are a pretty common size, I would actually suggest just buying it now. That's just my 2 cents. I also have had people ask about Facebook Marketplace and buying used. Of course, that's a good deal, but the problem is, at least with my local used ski gear, is people have totally lost their minds on prices. The prices are more expensive than just buying it new from an online retailer. So that's why I'm making this video. I hope you find it helpful. I know I get a lot of really positive feedback from these videos, so I wanted to share this with you. The next we have, the one I talked about before, was the Atomic Bent 110 for $600. You may be able to price match it. I found it on Utah Skis for $450. You may be able to get Evo to price match it if you really would rather use evo.com, or you just get it from Utah Skis, or if they have a better size. Yeah, either way, I'll put a link down below for all of the major retailers carrying the Atomic Bent 110. It was my favorite powder ski of the year. It's actually a ski I'm shopping for, so that's why it always makes the list, because I'm currently shopping for it. So I just kind of throw it in while I'm searching around. But the Atomic Bent 110 was my favorite powder ski. I think if you're looking for getting in the trees and finding that kind of hidden powder, this is an excellent option. And if you want to see my full review, you can absolutely do that. All right, next. Actually, let's talk bindings, because those are finally on sale a little bit. If you're looking for a binding to go with your new ski, you have the Look SPX GW. This is this binding that I used personally for my skis. What's really nice about it is it's actually the race binding. If you change boot sizes, it does have a little bit of change in the heel. If you, depending on how you mount it, you could go forward or back if you change your boot size. But I really like that option. It actually allowed Zach to try my Salomon QST 106s, which is really cool. So yeah, I love the Look SPX. I know the Look Pivot is kind of what's popular, but if you're not doing anything freestyle oriented, I think this is a really good value, a really great binding. I use it all the time and love it. So $162.47. I saw it last summer for $130 at its cheapest, but you have a lot of different color options and a lot of different size options. So this is kind of my go-to recommendation for bindings. All right, going back to skis, we have one of my favorite all-mountain skis, which is the Salomon QST 98 for 2024. This is down from $650 to $519.96. But again, they have all the sizes, 169, 176, 183, 189. When I make these videos, sometimes I find really good deals, but there's like a 189 in this ski. So that's the big difference here. You're getting a pretty good price, but you have every size option, which in my opinion has a ton of value. It's better to get a ski that's the right size and exactly what you want, rather than getting something, oh, well, it's a great deal, but it doesn't fit. That makes no sense, and overall value is lower in my opinion. So Salomon QST 98, it's like a very surfy ski. It's a very comfortable turn. I think if you're somebody who likes carving but also wants to go off trail, this is a phenomenal option. All right, while we're talking about Salomon, the Salomon QST 106 is on sale for $599.96. Last summer I got them for $520, so slightly cheaper, but I did not have the size selections that are here. You have 157, 165, 173, 181, and 189. This is probably my favorite powder ski. This is tied with a perfect 10 out of 10 with the Atomic Bent 110, but I think if you like big open areas, big surfy turns, the Salomon QST 106 is my favorite powder ski for just big open surfy turns. It's really, really fun. If you like the Black Crow's Atris, that's kind of in that same vein as well. Just excellent skis, and $600 is a very fair price. All right, next up, we have a ski that I really enjoyed and I think is a great ski for being diverse, but also really allowing it to set up a turn for you just the way that it's built. I'm talking, of course, about the Alon Ripstick 96 Black Edition for 2024. You can get that in a 164, 172, 180, 188, all the most common ski sizes, and that's $584.99, down from $900. You're getting the ski for almost 66% of the price, something like that, and you have every sizing option available. I don't know, this is a nice ski, and I really like it. Uses that asymmetrical shape to kind of set you up and start the turn. It has some weaknesses like every ski, but if this is something you're looking for, it's an expensive ski, and this is a very competitive price. I think the value on this kind of pricing is pretty hard to beat. All right, next, if you're shopping for goggles, you can get the Oakley Miner M size or medium for $96.99. Typically they're $160, so you can save yourself some money. This is the goggles Zach has, and he really likes it. I put them on my face the other day just to test it out, and I was very impressed with the lenses. So if you're in the market for ski goggles, I think that's a pretty good deal. You also have the Oakley Fall line. You can get that Prism Torch, kind of that iconic lens color that everyone likes, and that is 108 even with the black and red strap. Next up after that, we have a clearance, which is the Evo Stone magnetic lens goggles. If you're looking for a goggle with magnetic lenses, $50 even clearance. They're typically $140. That is a very budget-friendly goggle. All right, next for my people with normal size heads. I have a very big head, so I don't tend to get to take advantage of the helmet deals. I need a new helmet after my crash, but lots of colors to choose from. So I have the Fornix Mips helmet for $100.99. It has to be an extra small, but they have some really beautiful green mats, yellow, white, brown, black, everything in between. That is a good price for that helmet. The Mips is basically preventing brain rotation. It's a very, very important thing. Now, this was a very surprising deal. This is something I never see on sale, and the price is very aggressive. It almost looks like an error, so I don't know if it'll be there when you guys watch this, but we have the Look Pivot 18 binding in a 95, 115, or 130 width for $279.47. Typically, these ski bindings are $430. Now, if you don't need Look pivots, I think the Look SPX is a way better value and probably more applicable for most people. But if you're dead set on getting the pivots and you really like them, and you can take a din that high, it goes from 8 to 18, I believe, you can get the Forza 3.0 color, but that is $279.47. That is very, very aggressively priced. I've never seen Look Pivot 18s that cheap before. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. Next up, we have the Black Crow's Atris for 2024. This is one of my favorite powder skis. This is the ski that Zach and I both have agreed we missed the most. It was just so fun on powder and really challenging, like just because it's very sendy and it gives you a lot of momentum, and it really pushes you to be a better powder skier because you have to look ahead farther, you have to set your lines better. But you can get 178, 184, and 190, which I think are some of the best lengths you could get this ski in, and it is $664.96 on sale. So very, very competitively priced. And as before, all the Black Crow skis I mentioned before, well, they're no longer on sale because they sold out. I tried to kind of warn everyone in the last video, like, get on the Black Crow's sale skis early because they go very quickly, and the Black Crow's Atris is the only one left, probably because people don't buy powder skis at the same frequency they buy the other skis. That's just my theory anyway. Right, because you're only getting like 5 to 10 days on them versus other stuff. This one's for the kids. If you've got kids at home, you've got the Black Crow's Junius Birdie for $200, and around it's $285. Pretty good deal. I mostly just clicked on this one because my son really wants Black Crow skis for his birthday in the summer, so that's why it's been on my list. Next, you've got that Oakley Heritage Line Miner L goggle in that retro color scheme with the blue and the black for $128.80. I really like the lenses on these. You've got that kind of iconic prism torch. If you've got a bigger kid, you've got the Black Crow's Camo Junior ski for boys 2024 from a 139 to 164 for $454.96. Okay, out of the kids section into the adult all mountain skis, these are some of my favorite skis. This is the Atomic Maverick 95 Ti. I ski on the 88, but love these and have demoed them. Can highly recommend them. They're a great all mountain ski. They've got that Horizon Tech still. This is actually what Zach skis on. You have this in a 164, 172, 180, 188 for $600. That is a screaming deal and a beautiful design, I might add. Additionally, you've also got the Atomic Maverick 100 Ti for $639.96 and a 172, 180, 188. Actually, this is the last year that you can get the Atomic Maverick 100 Ti. They are not going to have it next year. They've got the 105 CTI and I think like the 115, something like that. But this will be the last year for the Maverick 100. You got the 95 and the 115, so I think it was kind of redundant. But that being said, I really love this ski, and it's the biggest Titanal version, whereas the other ones are carbon Titanal. So get it while you can. If you're on the fence about getting the Maverick 100, when they sell out this summer or fall, whenever they run out, this will be it. This will be your last chance to get the Atomic Maverick 100 Ti, which I gave a 9 out of 10 last summer. This was one of my favorite skis. The Atomic Maverick line is one of my favorite lines. I think if you're someone who likes carving, who wants to start kind of venturing out into the powder, this could be an excellent option for you. Going back to kids stuff, if your kids need a new helmet, you can get the Pakito Fornix Mips for $90.99. Just so you know, like, you know, helmets only really last 5 years. So if you've got multiple kids and you're kind of passing them down, keep in mind if it's been more than 4 or 5 years, you might just be time to swap it out. Oh, here's the one I want to talk about, SmartWool Socks. You have the SmartWool Zero Cushion, logo OTC sock for large and extra large, $18.86. So, maybe I'll save this for another video, but I tried some other ski companies' socks, and I gotta say, I was not impressed. I love my SmartWool socks. And those are far and away the best socks and far and away my favorite socks. The other ones were very unimpressive, so if you're looking for ski socks, get them now. Don't pay full price, I don't know. And SmartWool is head and shoulders my favorite. Okay, next we've got the SmartWool Intraknit Thermal Merino base layer. You can get these for, normally it's $125, you can get it for $49.99. SmartWool makes really nice stuff. It's always good to have a nice base layer. So definitely check those out for $49.99. Looking for some men's base layers. Okay, and lastly, for the kids again, we're looking at some Volcom Atuna goggles. I think with kids goggles, a lot of times they get kind of thrown in the bag and beat up. Check on your kids goggles. I was looking at my daughter's goggles the other day and they were just demolished. They were just destroyed. So I'm gonna look at some new goggles for my daughter, but I thought I'd share this with you while I had it. So anyway, kind of different content. You know, hopefully you found this useful. I try to kind of, when I'm shopping for things, make notes for you guys when I find really good deals or just things that I think are good value. Again, later into the summer, I will probably make more of these when stuff is like really steeply discounted. The problem is that shopping that time of year is really challenging because sizes run out and I don't know, it's pretty sparse. So hopefully you found this helpful. Hopefully you found it useful. I will have links down below in the description for every single item on this list. But as always, more than anything, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.